Happy Dungeon Crawler Carl 8 release day.
You mean Matt Dynamis?
Recording. Matt Dynamis, is that what we're calling it?
Yeah,
I
Mary
like that.
Dynamis.
Mary Dynamis.
Mary Dynamis to us all, and to all a Mary Dynamis.
Didn't the physical book come out a week ago or something, or is it the audio book?
No, I think technically the physical book just came out. There's just been a couple places where they're selling it ahead of time, like they put it out before they were supposed to.
I know that the audiobook comes out today.
Joy to
Tuesday
the world.
the 12th. I know. I'm literally I only listen to the books at work, and I have 20 minutes left on Bunny Girl Evolution 2, and I'm like, I'm going to get through that, and I'm going to be ready. I'm going to have a new book immediately.
And it's going to be fun? So good.
I mean, I'm going to say it right now, though, because I already made the prediction that I'm not going to love this one as much as I loved the last one.
Still going to be good, though.
It'll still be phenomenal.
Even if it's lesser, it'll still be incredible.
Yeah, but is it going to be able to fight off my equal love for Bunny Girl Evolution? That's a really good question.
I can't wait to find out.
I'm enjoying the shit out of this book. I know we've talked about Wriggly Little Hands before. That's next on your list, I think. But Wriggly Little Hands and Bunny Girl Evolution are both narrated by the same voice actress, Dory Sachs, who's one of my favorite people. She started out doing a YouTube video. I think it was Get in the Gundam Shinji. It was an anime rating channel, and I remember seeing her, and I'm all like, oh wow, she's so charming. And then I forgot about her, and then I started listening to audiobooks, and I'm like, I like this voice actress, and it turns out it's the same person. It's crazy.
Ta-da! I really like...
Dory Sachs does Bunny Girl Evolution. Also, Jeff Hayes. Jeff Hayes plays a guy who's very clearly a demon. You find this out pretty early on. He's a blonde-haired demon who's very good with words, and he's a good guy up to the point that I'm at. I'll say that, but I feel like he's gonna turn. Nothing's happened, but Jeff Hayes gives him a David Tennant playing Kilgrave kind of voice, and it fucking works.
So good.
It's so good.
That's such a I love Jeff Hayes. What a talented man.
Not the menacing way, but just kind of the charming, I'm just kind of charming, posh British, but I've got intentions behind my words.
Yeah.
And it's ooh. And I know it's gonna blossom into something beautiful down the road.
I'm hyped.
God, I love the book.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's see. Let me look at my list. We talked about Dungeon Crawler Carl releasing today.
Check.
Last week I was planning on bringing up the red blue button thingy, but we didn't, and that's okay. And I kind of don't care to.
The what?
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Okay.
No, so on Reddit and also the internet and Twitter, and I'm sure Facebook too, I don't know. There was a whole thing about would you rather press the red button or the blue button, which has always been a thing, but this one was just specifically
red pill, blue pill.
Would you rather put yes, but no, but this one was just kind of politically charged. Where it's just if 50% press the red button, then all the blue people will die and you'll survive. Where it's just if you 50% press the blue button, then everybody will live or something. It was basically boiling down to are you going to save yourself or are you going to try to save the world is ultimately what it boiled down to. And there have been 1.5 billion variations of it where it's just red button, you survive, blue button, you die. Just boiling it down. It's essentially just political riffraff of are you going to vote Democrat or conservative? Sorry, not conservative, regressive. Are you going to vote Democrat or regressive and kill all the blue people because that's your entire goal? I don't understand it. It's stupid.
Look, Gamage, let me explain to you a thing.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I, as a small child, was once exposed to blue people. I went to the Blue Man Group, and I was choked by the Blue Man Group and their audience with toilet paper, weirdly enough. But I don't know what ply this was, but it didn't break apart. So I think it was really cheap. But anyway, having known blue people and their murderous desires, I understand why there's a button that's should we kill blue people?
Well,
they
it
have
wasn't the
questionable
toilet paper.
morals.
The toilet paper was the catalyst. It turns out blue people are in the Star Wars universe. They're Jedis. They're force sensitive, and it was really the toilet paper with force powers that was doing it.
That would make a lot more sense, because I was like, this toilet paper is inordinately strong, and it makes more sense that the 4 blue grown adult blue people were like, murder that child, get her out of here.
I thought there were 3 of them, and they just cycle out who's playing them.
Look,
sorry
man,
to
I was
burst everybody's
being
bubble.
choked out and deoxygenated very rapidly, so it's possible I was just seeing double of one of them.
Yeah. Well, no, you'd be seeing double on all of them, but since they're standing next to each other, like 2 of them of the visions are like just
blending
overlapping
together.
each other. I do that with my bathroom lights every morning. So Fact Checker has posted the button. I don't know if this is the original one, but it is a picture. It just says everyone in the world privately votes by pressing a red or blue button. If 50% or more pick blue, everyone lives. If not, only people who press red live. What button will you press? And it's essentially just like the voting psychology of just the modern voters of like, are we going to try to save everybody, or are we just trying to save ourselves and fuck everybody else? Because that's kind of what it boils down to right now.
It's kind of another trolley situation. It's like, do you want to stand in front of the train, or do you want everybody not to get hit by the train? And it's like, hey, weirdly enough, you're included in everyone not getting hit by the train, you selfish bastard.
The correct answer is for the trolley problem is that you flip the switch. Every time you flip the switch so that it starts to go over, and then once it's halfway over, you flip it again. So like then it like kind of turns, and now it's doing like a drifting situation, and everybody dies, including you since you're in the middle.
See, and I thought you were taking this a different direction where you're like, and now the train's been derailed and everybody's saved. 2 sides of a coin here.
I mean, that it's probably more likely to have that happen. So it's just the trolley problem is such a flawed thing in itself. Like about like it's meant to kind of just boil it down to like, are you going to intervene and murder one person, or are you going to let it go because it's out of your control and blah 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 blah. It's supposed to be this long thing, but like just trying to like boil such a complicated thing down to like a choice when it's just like there's so many other factors involved here.
I feel
do the people suck? Do I know the people?
Are they kids being eaten by seagulls, or is it my mother being eaten by seagulls?
Yeah, I thought about the trolley problem when I was editing that episode too. Was that last episode?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the trolley problem is kind of just a human being effort we like to put things in boxes, generally speaking. Even when we're like, I don't want to be in this box, we like boxes, just full stop. And the trolley problem is another way to just put ethics into a box where it's like, it's finite and it's just these parameters. And it's like, no, actually, if you look at the situation and if it were to be real, it's going to have all of these different ramifications and parameters. And weirdly enough, life doesn't fit in a box.
Yeah, I mean, Rachel loves boxes. She loves to just label people. And then, like Rachel, what do you think about the gays?
I thought you were going to make a lesbian... Mitch, can you ask me again? I want to give you a serious answer.
Rachel, what do you think about the gays?
Oh, I thought you were going to play it again. I just
No,
assumed because I interrupted it last time. Which is funny because when you said the box thing, I was like, oh, it's a lesbian joke. He's teeing up for a lesbian joke. And then instead you went with disgusted.
Why do you think I always make lesbian jokes?
I don't know. Maybe because gay lick. And you were like, you would know about gay lick. Yeah. What is that from?
That's from you.
I know, but when?
I don't remember. It was something last episode because I was taking out clips and I'm like, I'm gonna do my soundboard, and like you said, you were making like a thing and you were like genuinely disgusted about it, but you made that noise and I'm like,
we were talking about something that was like gross.
Yeah. Here comes the colonel. I also got what I'm calling Now Cometh the Corn.
Now cometh the corn. Here comes the colonel. Oh, fuck. Good shit.
Yeah. Do we have anything else to talk about? I'm kind of overheating already.
Me too. I was going to ask you if it's hot where you are today, because I was like, Is that where we're at?
We're talking about the weather?
I'm in a sauna.
I brought it up, I know.
I'm in a sauna right now. Like, I wasn't sweating when I got in here, and now I am actively sweating out of every pore. And that's fine, but my limit for a sauna is about 30 minutes, so I think we should hop to it.
Yeah. I mean, it is only 59 degrees here, but the internet says feels like 67, which is a jump and a leap and a skip. And I don't know how you got there.
Humboldt's got some crazy
hot.
fucking weather. When I used to go to college there, me and my friends would do whoever stepped outside first would tell us what the actual weather was, because it could be like, it's 52
God,
and sunny, and you'd get a text that's like, it's fucking frigid and freezing, put on all your coats, or you'd be like, it's hot as balls, wear shorts today. So it's everybody's job as whoever was up first to text.
There are times where like it is like super cold in the house and like it's like overcast and I look at the thing and it says like 52 degrees and I'm like, ugh. But then like I'll open the back door to let the cats out and it's just like a warm breeze and I'm like, why is it warmer outside than in my house? Why is that a thing?
Yeah. Fucking gross.
What's the deal with weather? Okay,
What's the deal with weather patterns? It's warm here, it's warm there, it's cold there, and then there's a tornado. Oh. Do you think Seinfeld's funny? Like the person and the show?
Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah.
I think that there are moments from the show that are kind of funny. I watched it when I was younger, but like ultimately it's not for me. I don't know. It's like it just seems kind of like stupid situational things where it's just like it's not good people.
No.
Like it feels like the jokes are just kind of like I'm a selfish person in a bad situation that I kind of did to myself, which is what Larry David's whole thing is, and it works more for his show. I imagine because he's a better writer. I think he wrote for Seinfeld too. I don't know. I don't care.
He's I had practice. I can improve now.
I have no fucking horse in this race.
Welcome to We Have That Podcast at Home, the only podcast that's still going to be recording during the next epidemic. I'm on-brand Rachel.
And I'm on-brand Gamage. I'm a cyborg now because we're in the epidemic.
It's the only way to get past the hantavirus.
Cool.
No, it is pretty cool. I like
hantavirus.
your little glowy red eye. It's a little weird at night when it doesn't stop glowing, but like that's fine. Just close the door.
That's actually my CPAP machine. I take my eye out when I sleep.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Funny jokes. But I thought I don't have access to my microbiologist at the moment, but I thought the hantavirus is like mostly fine.
I think people are freaked out about it.
Where like I thought it was. I mean, it's look. Don't listen to me on any issue ever unless it has something to do with Spider-Man or old cartoons, because then I might know what I'm talking about. But
and sometimes there's a third thing, and it's Final Fantasy.
About hantavirus, I thought that it was like it's a little harder to get than people think.
Yeah, it's supposed to have a low pass rate human to human, but it has a high mortality rate. And I think their concern is that there's like a couple people from a situation that got it. And they're worried because it is the human to human version about it spreading. You also shouldn't trust me on any subject ever. Doesn't matter what it is.
And even then, she might be lying. I've never seen the degree.
Exactly. It's not in photos.
Until I have that degree that Rachel has in my hands with mayonnaise, turkey, some provolone, and tomato and onions, and fold it up into a nice, delicious wrap, I will not believe that it exists.
The amount of which I want to make you a sandwich and literally fold my degree onto it is so high. That is worth the cost of purchasing a new one or just not giving a shit, because honestly, like, I don't use it.
I was gonna
it just sits on a wall.
I was gonna say I totally see you like folding it up like, I'm not really doing.
I'm not doing shit with this, so why the fuck not?
So we are a podcast that kind of spins a wheel and just figures out what we're gonna do on the fly. I mean, not on the fly of 5 minutes after we record, because we kind of have a topic and we go, oh shit, and then we come back a week later. This is that week later after we spun the wheel and we hit IRL or real life. So we talk about real world stuff. So what I decided to do is I sat down for a while and I didn't do anything. And I'm like, I don't really care. I don't really know. I don't really have a drive to do anything. And then Rachel asked me on Saturday, a Friday question, by the way.
I know, but I still asked it.
Yeah. I know. I'm not faulting you. You did everything right, but you were like, hey, what are we doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know. And you're like, cool. So let's just do life advice. And I'm like, I don't want to do life advice, but I have nothing. So yeah, I guess. And you're like, this conversation could have been an email. And I'm like, we're texting and this also didn't happen. And I'm paraphrasing now. And then you're like, the tooth fairy is real. And boy, I'm warm.
And then I
let's
sent
get into some life
pictures
advice.
of teeth.
Yeah, she sent me pictures of teeth. It was weird. Not
well,
of
how
like
am I
human
supposed to
teeth,
prove to you
but
that
like,
the tooth fairy's real if I don't have a pile of teeth, Gamage?
well, she sent me pictures of the movie Teeth, where the vagina has teeth. Which is, by the way, I saw that. Disappointing. You never see the vagina with teeth.
It's
you
bad.
never see the vagina with teeth.
I was like, at no point do you show me a close-up where we could reasonably conceive that, like, obviously this isn't a vagina. It's like a set piece or whatever. No, it's just, and it's also just disappointing. Like,
yeah.
I wanted Teeth to be a cult classic so bad, just on premise, and it just wasn't. And that's,
it feels like
that's
one of
fine,
those,
but
It feels like one of those movies that's like, we're going to make a cult classic, which is not how you make a cult classic, by the way.
Exactly. That's their flaw, is they were like, we're going to do this weird thing because we want to be this. No, you have to accident your way into it. You can't just fucking plan for that. It's not how it works. Should we start with advice on how to make a cult classic film?
Yeah, let's do it. So if you want to make a cult classic movie, what you got to do is find your inner weird. Look deep down and go and just start throwing shit out of like, what do I want to do? I want to make a movie or a book or any story really, and just start fucking pantsing. Just start, I'm going to do whatever. Don't care. Don't worry if it's cliche. Don't worry if it's been done before. Just do it, write it all out. And then by the end, look at it and then decide if you're really passionate about it enough to actually pursue it. Pursue it, and then if other people see your vision, that's a cult classic. Yeah.
I think that's actually pretty much it, because I was going to say you have to pick a really weird thing that you're deeply passionate about and then just put your all into it.
Yeah, but
and
sometimes
it'll find its people. It'll make its way.
Sometimes you don't know if it's your passion until you're halfway through it, though. Like, that's why I said find something weird inside of you and then push through it. And then you'll decide if you're like, this is awesome or not.
Yeah, no, true. You might, it is entirely plausible that you get halfway through your weird thing and you're like, actually, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Vaginas with teeth, that's not working for me.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I'm not into it anymore. And it's not going to be a cult classic anymore. You've lost the drive.
Now, what about a penis with lips? I think I could make something out of that. Lips. Where it's just like the uncircumcised foreskin is just like fucking puffy and
then we both looks like it.
Looks like a hemorrhoid.
Do you think anybody's ever Botoxed their foreskin or their balls to make them less wrinkly?
Hey, fact checker.
Someone has to have done that. Maybe. You know how no thought's an original thought? Like, someone else has thought about this, but then somebody else has thought about this more seriously.
Thank you, fact checker. Botox is sometimes used medically to relax the muscles of the foreskin to treat severe phimosis? I don't know what that is. Tight foreskin, it says.
I like that it ends very abruptly. Tight foreskin.
Well, because that is a thing where, like, some people, if they're uncircumcised, they get that, like, genetical defect where, like, the foreskin's, like, too tight and they can't even, like, fold it back and, like, ugh.
I love the term genetical that you just threw out.
Genetic? Did I say genetical? Did I do that?
I believe so.
Did I do that last week or did I do that with Brittany? Because I did say that, like, kind of, like, in an ironic way, and then I just ran with it. I think it was. I don't think it was
on the episode. Yeah, I think this is new to me, but I like it, and I think the science should pick it up.
Yeah, it was yesterday because Brittany and I were talking about gout, and then I was like, she's like, "Is it like genetic or something?" And I'm like, "I think it's genetical," and I just like went with it.
I'm sorry. Fact checker just posted separately. The cosmetic industry uses fibroblast cells cultured from neonatal foreskins in facials to boost collagen. So
neonatal? Hold on.
Pre-birth baby foreskin as your facial today. What?
I'm not
The cosmetic industry is wild, man.
Brittany, can I get a source? I usually don't ask for this, but I'm gonna need a source because this feels like somebody accusing the Hollywood cabal of like sipping on
this is why
baby
we can't,
foreskins for the youth.
Gamage, this is why we can't abort the babies. Hollywood would get ugly suddenly.
God,
also, can we talk about how this is like a cyclical relationship where foreskins are basically used as like a natural organic form of Botox, and then Botox is then used for foreskins?
I use the foreskin to foreskin itself.
Foreskin squared.
I think we've exhausted that.
I think
Sorry?
It's time to move on.
Yeah, let's get into some advice. We're an advice show this week, and we're gonna be helping some people out. I'm kind of excited to help some people out.
I love helping people.
They don't know me, and they asked their questions a year ago on Reddit, to which I've stolen their content, and I'm gonna read it and answer their questions, to which their question has already probably been answered, and or they're dead now. So
their situation has certainly not been resolved, and we're here to resolve it because it's been a year.
If you resonate with the question or even the advice we give, good for you. But I gotta say, probably not worth it. Let's start.
I like how it's not like probably not you won't resonate with it, just probably not worth it to keep listening. Even if you resonate with it, maybe just move on.
I don't know about you, but all my life advice are like serious questions about serious things that I might answer seriously or not.
Sometimes life advice really throws me because we'll ask each other questions, and frequently you give goofy answers to most things. And then when we do advice, almost always you give serious answers. And when I give a funny answer, you're like, why would you say that? I'm like, Gamage, I'm trying to give funny answer. What do you mean, why would you say this?
Stop giving them the teachers of Gam.
Teachers of Gam. Baby
Nadia
foreskin,
Bocotti.
the final frontier in skincare. I don't know if I would consider this a source.
Yes, you read that right. Professionalbeauty.com.au. Wait a minute.
What does AU stand for?
Australia, isn't it? Or Austria?
University?
I think it's Australia.
What is the U?
Australia.
No, it stands for something else. No,
you know how like it feels like it feels like it just clicked with you. Don't try that. I know better. Where you're like the silence and you're like, it is, and I'm stupid.
Gamage,
I get it.
There's like 2 times that I can ever pull something over on you, and usually it's me pretending that I'm really dumb, and you're like, oh, you would be.
That's the show.
The only
That's the
time
show.
I can get you.
All right, so I'm gonna start with a pretty bad one that I just cannot wait to see what Rachel makes a joke out of. Are you ready?
About baby foreskins? Maybe.
It's adjacent.
All right, hit me.
Witness something traumatizing and worried I can't get over it. Hi, not sure where to turn. I'm a 26-year-old woman. From Nice Till 2122 is their Reddit handle, by the way. I was walking my I don't know, sourcing.
Okay.
I was walking my 3-year-old golden doodle after work this afternoon. It was such a nice sunny day finally, so we went on an extra long walk, as well as a new area of my apartment building as I just moved here recently. As I was returning to my apartment complex grounds, I noticed a dog across the street saw my dog and immediately ran toward him. I was on the sidewalk with my dog. This dog crossed the road to get to my dog, and a car going only like 25 miles per hour hit the dog directly in front of me. I would say I was literally like 4 steps away. I saw the entire thing. The car sped away and did not care. Never once in my life have I ever witnessed something so traumatic. I am the biggest animal lover and advocate. I can't even watch a fly get swatted without feeling kind of bad. LOL. I will not go into details. To laugh,
Cheryl.
I will not go into details, but what I saw was so awful. The owner also witnessed it all. I can't help but think that if I did not choose to go on the walk on the new part of the area with the dog, they would not have ran across to see my dog. Thankfully, my dad was with me and the other neighbors helped as well, but the dog passed away. I'm completely crushed and wondered if anyone has experienced something similar. I literally feel like I won't ever be able to get over this. The image in my mind, I know things happen all the time. I just hate thinking how that little dog should be eating dinner right now and having a great night with its owners, but instead it's the opposite. Rachel?
Um, I think that's a really hard situation, but there's really only one path forward.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just never leave your house again with your dog because you're a dog murderer.
Just adopt agoraphobia. That sounds sound to me.
Yes. I mean, what fucking solution do you have, Gamage? She said that she can't help but think that her walking her dog caused this dog to die at the time that she walked it in the place that she walked it. You can just never do that again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, don't go that way ever again. Don't go that way ever again. Don't repeat the steps that you did to get to there and then slowly develop
deja vu.
OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. That's how you get over this. I was just waiting for you to say, I don't know how that's adjacent to infant foreskin, but you didn't. And I'm
honestly,
proud of you for that.
The dog thing was a shock for me because I was like, oh, this is just sad. There's no point in which this gets unsad. It just gets more sad as it goes. So I forgot about the baby foreskin, even though I'm staring at the words baby foreskin on my computer screen. So that's my reason.
Should that be the name of this episode? Nah, we'll get hella flag for it.
What if you put pre or neonatal foreskin? I don't think people are gonna get that's not the flag,
Probably
you know?
Yeah, it's not the dog whistle.
Yeah, exactly. No, man, I don't know. Serious advice is traumatic shit sucks when it happens, and you kind of just gotta talk about it and get through it and keep living your life, because if you start changing it, shit gets weird, but it's not your fault. It's it sucks, and not to victim blame the owner who is now mourning their dead dog, but this is why people have their dogs on leashes around busy roads, is because you don't know what your dog's going to do most of the time.
I mean, I said it a lot a couple episodes ago when we were talking about pit bulls, about you never give up control of your animal ever, no matter how much you trust it, how much you love it, how much training it's had. It is still an animal. It will still, sometimes a switch will flip and it'll act like an animal and run in the street with cars. It knows what cars are and that they're dangerous.
I'm also just a huge proponent of, I used to live up in the mountains where everybody was like, my dog's cool and they can run around, even though they're not really trained to do any of those things. And so every time I'm walking my dog, who is not very cool and therefore should not be running around with your dog,
that's
and
responsible.
People, their fucking dogs would just run up to mine and they're like, oh, she's friendly. And I'm like, well, mine is not. So you might want to have some recall and training and options and leashes here.
Yeah, mine's a biter. You don't know what the fuck you're getting into.
Yeah, you're just assuming.
My dog got expelled from the WWE for doing that maneuver where she puts her thumb up the butthole and
yeah, she was oil checking people so often that they had to serve her a cease and desist.
She did it thrice. She did it 3 times before she was properly kicked out. They had to suspend her and then an extended suspension, and then she had to go through anger management, and she still did it. She's still doing it.
Yeah, she just, it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you are, she will oil check you with her little dog toes, and it's unhygienic, it's gross, and it's invasive.
This looks like a leash. It's not a leash. It's a long rod to keep her away from me, because guess what? She was checking the oil at home too.
We live in a very tense household.
We live in tents. So somebody funny? I don't know, it was stupid.
I think we just need to get further away from the dog death. I think that's why it's funny. We're like, yeah, haha, we live in tents.
So somebody actually did have a really good answer that I was like, about.
Sure.
Play Tetris a lot over the next 48 hours. It helps reduce long-term trauma. It works best if you're telling someone about the event while you play it, or recount it out loud to yourself. Because your brain's working in that kind of puzzle solving kind of mode, that quick put that piece here to make this go. So by saying it out loud, your brain's kind of putting it into a different processing.
Yeah, basically, I'm not a scientist. I just have PTSD. So my understanding of this is essentially that when you are experiencing post-trauma stress, your brain is getting locked in to that post-trauma stress like within your nervous system. So it's like you keep turning your nervous system on. So if you're doing a task like Tetris immediately after a traumatic event, it starts processing that traumatic event into this, like Gamage said, this like puzzling portion of your brain, which is significantly less lizard and emotional and more analytical. And so it's like you start pulling the power of the trauma away from the emotional half of your brain to like, okay, I can logically move through this and experience it because I'm doing a logical task while I'm talking about it or thinking about it.
Yeah, subconscious is crazy like that too.
Yeah,
thank you,
wild.
Fact Checker, for posting the article from the University of Oxford explaining the situation and the study of it.
Tetris is also fun. I love Tetris.
I love Tetris. I used to have Tetris on my first cell phone, and like I was able to pause it and then come back to it later. And I had like a fucking 1,000-hour game going on. Like every time I opened it up, it's just like you're hour 459 in this game.
I love that.
I got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of lines, and I just like would just like play it at school and then pause it. And it got to like the max fucking fuck you, I'm cleaning up your water mess. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, stupid ass. But
what?
It's unimportant, see? So I
I love that you're just deleting everything that Fact Checker says.
Well, it seems highly irrelevant. And I wasn't digging on you. I was just saying that I already had the article up, so I was thanking you. It was not even sarcastic.
One of my all-time favorite childhood memories is my cousin who lived down the street was, I think they were like getting rid of their couches or something, so they had put them outside because they had already gotten the new couches, and I don't know if they're like waiting for somebody to pick it up and pay for it or waiting for like the dump truck to come. But we built a giant fort out of the couches, and then we would sit inside this fort and just play Tetris on our Game Boys for like hours. Yeah. And it was the fucking shit. It was fantastic. And I really miss simple Tetris because a lot of apps that you download these days want to be overly complicated and shit. And I'm like, I just want basic ass Tetris. Just give me Game Boy Tetris, please, God.
I still have the Tetris Game Boy cartridge somewhere. I wonder how much that's worth. Probably nothing. It came with the Game Boy.
Gamage, at this point, it's worth its weight in gold, just based off of it doesn't have 6,000 ads and it's not asking you to like fucking redesign a home in between levels.
In tonight's episode, we're going to explain how emulators and ROMs work to Rachel.
No, I do know, and I do need to actually utilize that. Because I'm like, my thing is, going through all of that to just play Tetris feels weird. And I think that's why I've never done it before, you know?
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I'm that way about, there's some games that are like simple, but like I get like super, like I just want the basic, and then like I'll get it, and I'm like, this version sucks, and that's Othello. I always get that way with Othello.
What is Othello?
Othello is a game like Reversey. We've talked about it on the show, I swear to God. But it's like Reversey, where it's just like black and white kind of like checkers that you put down. And then when you surround, if you're white and you surround the black, then they all turn white. You probably know it if you see it. But I'm really good. Like there's a lot of professional players out there who will fucking stomp all over you. And that's not me, but like everybody in my friend circle that I used to play with wouldn't even come close. It's the closest, but I suck at chess, but like Othello, I can actually hold my own.
All right. I'm going to need to Google this because I'm like, I feel like it sounds familiar, but hey, fact checker, can you just send a picture of Othello game? Like what it looks like? Oh, God.
The one I posted, not the one she posted, which is clearly
No,
Cubert.
I know, but it's the same concept, right? Essentially.
No? Because that's Cubert. That's just Cubert and not Othello.
No. I thought, well, I'm just watching the GIF of Othello, and I was like, well, you're just lighting all of it up, but I'm seeing now.
Kind of. It's a 2-player game.
Yeah.
And then you take turns, and then like, yeah, there is a board game. I used to have the board game. I don't know if I have it anymore, but God, I love that board game.
I'm going to need to look into this because I don't understand the rules. And I'm intrigued now. And I'm a bitch that loves a board game. That's Mahjong. Mahjong?
That is Go, actually. God, Rachel.
Sorry.
with you.
Don't they both have the black dots and the white dots?
They do, but Go is like way more advanced and has like more rules, and like you're able to do whatever you want.
You know what it's
like,
not?
I mean, you're able to put the dots anywhere, whereas Othello, you're only able to place it on a space where you're taking the other color.
I mean, but you could play Othello on this board. It's got the same grid system.
Yeah, but you'd have to like shrink it down to,
yeah,
the 8x8.
Or just play a mega game of Othello.
A mega. I thought about it. Mega Othello.
You know what I have that I really actually need to start playing again is Pi Show. Someone made the Avatar game that they talk about in Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, and it's actually pretty fun to play. But it is complicated.
Oh, Othello is a 2-player strategy board game played on an 8x8 grid where players, black and white, aim to have the most discs of their color showing at the end. Known as a minute to learn, a lifetime to master. Very true. It's even trademarked. That's hilarious. Players capture opponents' discs by sandwiching them between their own, flipping them to their color. But there's There's a lot of strategy to it.
Like it is like literally them like completely X and Y axis, or can you go diagonally?
You can do diagonal too, but like
dope.
It starts.
This is going to become the episode where Rachel learns Othello.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's the whole thing. This is the advice: is go play Othello and Tetris and enjoy your life a little bit more. Setup. The game begins with 4 discs placed in the center of the board in a diagonal pattern, 2 black, 2 white. Turns. Black moves first. Capturing involves a player must place a disc so that at least one of their opponent's discs is trapped in a straight line. Between the new disc and the disc of their own color. All captured discs are flipped to the current player's color. Passing. If a player cannot make a valid move, they must pass. How do you just play by playing next to your own disc?
So you when it's your turn, you have to take discs. If you can't take any discs, then you have to pass. So
okay, so like in this example of what you posted, I could put a disc directly above the upper right black dot, and I would just take that dot.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Although black goes first.
Yeah, but an example of what capturing would look like, because I didn't know if it was like you have to build around it to get to that point.
No, you can only place a move if you can take a disc. If for some reason like you only have one disc and like it's not like next to any that you're able to take, like a diagonal one for starters, then like you have to pass.
I'm gonna be downloading Othello.
But it's a game that goes back and forth a lot. It's so much fun. It is literally a minute to learn, a lifetime to master. Like once you download the game and like play like one game, you'll be like, oh, I get it. And then it gets a lot more complicated. I've had a couple of perfect games in my life where like you have the entire board in one color, your color.
Damn, that's crazy.
It can be pretty hard to pull off though, unless the opponent you're up against really, really, really sucks.
Success that I am still riding is that in elementary school, I was in Chess Masters and I put somebody into checkmate one time. And I got sour gummy worms in exchange. And I was going to say never played chess again, but that's not entirely true. I play chess with my grandpa a lot and he kicks my ass because I don't play the rest of the year and he does.
I've never been able to be good at chess. Like I understand chess and like I'll always approach it with the plan to win, and I'll be like, I'm trying to think ahead, and like I always get trounced by even the worst players. I have no idea why. Like maybe it's weird that I'm pretty good at Othello, but like I can't think well enough in chess. I don't know. I don't understand it.
I mean, there's multifold reasons. I feel like for me personally, chess is always just too slow. Like, I understand that there's strategy and people are thinking through those strategies, and I just don't have the patience for it. Like, I get that. But, like, if we're going to play speed chess, I enjoy chess. If it's going to take 3 hours, like, I don't want to sit there for 3 hours and play chess. But I feel like Othello's a game that's, like, it's going to move a little bit quicker, and then there's not different rules that you have to think about with every single piece.
I also hate like the strategy in chess of like everything has like a weird name, like the Episcopalian opening. I see. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, yeah. Well, and then it's exactly what you're saying of like chess is a very elitist sport where you can play like very simple rules if this is how the pieces move. And then people will start throwing shit out where they're like, if I move this piece first, I can now switch these two pieces. And this is the fucking prosperous opening or whatever the fuck you just said. The podiatrist daunting. And that's fucked up. I don't believe in elitism, and chess really supports it, which is why I don't think I like chess.
This person did the King's Chamber pot. What a fucking newbie, right?
What a fucking asshole over here. You look like a jackass King's Chamber potting all the way over here, and you're like, what the fuck is that? I moved a pawn.
Yeah. Fact Checker posted a picture of Lights Out, that old Tiger game, and I too had that at home, and I played the shit out of that too. We beat all the puzzles a couple times and had to reset it just to like do it again because
that's sick.
I mean, it is like a tiny little electronic, so
yeah. I do really miss the days of a simple electronic that was specifically for this exact game purpose. Like a Bop It.
They still kind of exist.
Yeah, but people don't really use them anymore because they're just like, well, I can play all of this on my fucking iPad. And I'm like, you can't Bop It on your iPad. Fuck you. And Bop Its have gotten complicated. Really complicated. I think mostly because I think Bop It is trademarked and Bop It doesn't really make shit anymore. So they're like,
no, they don't.
We're the Twist It and Company. Twist it south, twist it north, twist it left, twist it right, twist it in, twist it out. You're like, this is a lot.
Well, thank you for joining our episode about a dead dog and advice on how to handle
and Othello.
No, we could do a couple more.
We can do a couple more.
Yeah.
Damage, I have one for you.
Yes, please.
Why did I test positive for chlamydia, but my only partner tested negative? My partner and I, approximately 7 months ago, got tested for STDs before we had sex for the first time. Both of our tests came back negative, at least he told me his was. I have exclusively been with him and haven't had any other partners since getting tested, and about a year before getting tested as well. I found out, oh God, I found out he was cheating about a week ago and decided to get tested. Mine came back positive for chlamydia and bacterial vaginosis. I told him and he went and got tested 2 days later. His came back negative for everything. I'm so confused how this could happen. Oh,
now I think dearest, I learned this. Sorry.
It's pretty straightforward, but give me your answer.
I think I learned this from Veronica Mars. I might be wrong. I'm also a walking Veronica Mars encyclopedia, but I think that chlamydia is like for men, they can carry it but not actually have it and then just give it out like candy, Halloween candy.
I think that's women, not men.
Well, then how did Veronica Mars get chlamydia but her rapist didn't have it or something? I also know that you could get it treated, so it's very possible that like he had chlamydia and then got treated immediately after giving it to you.
That
sex.
Was my thought, is that he probably cheated on you because we've now established that he is a cheater on your short 7-month relationship, which, girl, stop dating him and just be done.
Yeah, 7 months, fucking call it a day.
Yeah, call it a day. He sucks ass. Time to move on. Honestly, even if it's a couple years, you can call it a day. It's okay. But he probably just fucking found out and already got treated and then never said anything to you, hoping that you wouldn't figure this out.
Or, wait for you to get chlamydia and be like, who are you sleeping with? And do that whole thing. Because serial cheaters they do some crazy mental gymnastics.
Crazy. Also, oh my God, kids, this is life advice I'm going to lay upon you. If you if you're about to get with a partner and you guys do the I'm getting tested, you're getting tested before we have sex thing, and then your partner's like, this is an example, I have syphilis. Don't then
you,
still
Rachel.
Sleep with them. Weirdly enough, that's where you go, okay, we're pressing pause until you get that treated.
Yeah.
I have known somebody who I was boggled, my mind boggled, the whole mind palace was boggled because...
Shooken. There was an earthquake in the mind palace.
Yeah.
In the mind mountains.
There was a collapse in the mind mountains.
I'm having a stroke. I don't know.
The
mind plains of the mind kingdom. The mind dragon awoke it and shook the kingdom.
I knew somebody once who they we lived together at the time. They came home after their sexual encounter, and I was like, "Oh, how was it?" And they were like, "Good." And I was checking in on them, and they were talking about the STD test thing, and they were like, "Yeah, they have chlamydia." And I was like, "Hold on," or sorry, they have syphilis. And I was like, "Hold on, you did the STD check thing?" And they said, "Yes, they have syphilis." And they were like, "Well, I don't know." And I'm like, "What do you mean you don't know if you asked?" And they're like, "Well, they said they had syphilis, not they have syphilis."
Yo.
And I was like, hold on. I was like,
we're thinking about past tenses and how they could be sometimes present tense too.
I was like, "You didn't ask?" And they're like, "No, I did." And they said they were taking pills for it. And I was like, "So they have syphilis currently. Now.
No, Rachel, you don't understand what he was saying.
For syphilis now."
No,
like,
Rachel,
"No, I think
you don't understand. He used to have syphilis. He still has syphilis, but he used to too.
He past, presently, and futurely has syphilis.
He will have syphilis tomorrow too.
And so I was sitting there like, I'm sorry. So this person has currently syphilis. And they're like, "Well, no, they're taking drugs for it now." And I'm like, "Yes, so they have it. If they are taking the meds for the syphilis, they have the syphilis. Or they're crazy. It's one of the two. It cannot be both." So we go through this whole fucking experience where I'm like, "What do you mean you still slept with them and they have syphilis? What the fuck is the point of asking the question? If you're not going to give a shit about the answer, just don't ask. If you're like, I don't care, live your life that way. Don't pretend like you give a shit." It was the most mind-boggling fucking experience.
I don't want to defend this person because it's clearly a big mistake and they're big fucking off. But nothing in the universe is hornier than young gay men. It is bottle that up and sell it to like, I don't want to say anything offensive, but bottle that up and sell it to somebody who's having issues, and like they'll rule the world, because like the fucking libido on young gay men is incredible. It should be studied.
It really I was about to say that. It really should be studied, because it's at the very minimum fucking interesting. I have a lot of I feel like it's like, okay, I'm going to make some generalizations about two different genders, sexes. I don't know. I'm not trying to be offensive. I don't care. We're moving on.
I am.
I'm going to make some generalizations.
Here we go.
I feel like men stereotypically are listed as having a higher sex drive than most women, and women stereotypically have a lower sex drive than most men. I'm sure there's data that corroborates these things: lesbian bed death and horny gay young people. So I feel like when you stick two men together, the horniness just compounds on itself.
Yes.
So it makes sense, but I don't support the syphilis side.
Meanwhile, I am trying to be offensive. Are you ready? I'm going to be offensive. Why did the non-binary prospector move to California in 1849?
I don't know why.
Because there was gold in them there hills.
Why did
I can't tell if you're silent because you didn't.
No, I don't get it. Hold on. Why did the non-binary prospector move to California during the gold rush? Because there was gold in them there hills.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Do you want it written out for you? That might help.
Sure. Oh, because it's them their hills?
It's a pronoun joke. I heard that from a trans person, so you can't get mad at me.
If the prospector's non-binary, why do they? I don't know. It's fine. We're gonna move on. I think it's an okay joke. It's all right. I don't write comedy. That's why I'm giving it okay.
It's an unoffensive non-binary joke, and like they are a rarity. Find me another one. I dare you.
I'm sure Google can, but I'm not going to put in the effort.
Yeah. Google non-offensive trans jokes.
That's what we're going to spend the rest of our time doing. We're Googling non-offensive trans jokes.
We suck. We gave out like a little bit of garbage advice and then taught each other how to play Othello and find trans jokes.
I love that the question that I asked about chlamydia, well, I did technically give advice of if somebody tells you they have an STD, just wait. Just wait. Yeah. That is advice. The question itself, not really asking for advice.
Also, unless you've been with this person for a while and actually see the medical records, always fucking use protection. I don't know why that's a hard thing.
Yeah, man. Use protection. People be skeevy sometimes. Even if you know them on occasion, people are skeevy. Gamage, I have a real advice question for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was my turn, but sure, you go. That's fine.
I mean, you can go first and then I can go.
No.
How do I find my thing?
Experimenting in college.
Unzip your pants. It might be there. It may or may not be there, but it might be there.
I know that we're attempting to jape this out, but I do believe that they are trying to convey what their special thing is. Like they're, like, am I an actor? Am I a musician? Am I a writer?
Yes.
Is that what the question is?
They go on to expand. This is mainly concerning career, passion, hobbies. I'm navigating life with a raging free spirit, accepting opportunities as they come, even if they're not fulfilling. Declining opportunities I don't have the capacity for. Whatever happens, happens. But I find myself so lost in what it is that I truly want to do. I don't care if it takes decades to actualize. I don't know how to find this thing. I enjoy music, clothes, gardening, mainly flowers. I can't keep vegetables alive. Reading, writing, baking, treats, films. There are many, many things I enjoy, but my issue is I love music, but I have no desire to create it. I love baking. I have no desire to become a master baker. I love reading, but I have no desire writing a book or essays. I love film, but I wouldn't create one. I write, but experience fleeting inspiration, which makes it hard to be consistent. On one hand, I'm okay with doing things I enjoy for the sake of simple pleasure, but on the other, I feel like I've succumbed to mediocrity by not trying to be better at my skills. All I want is to be good at one thing. That's my thing, and that's what I love to do. Maybe I'm depressed because nothing interests me enough to excite me. Nothing is exciting to learn or do. I do get this.
Well, congratulations. You're human. That is everybody, and everybody kind of has that feeling. I believe it's Buddha that said it is your life's purpose to discover your purpose, or something along those lines, where like your only purpose should be to figure out what it is. Like, don't try to pursue any one thing. Just try to live your everyday, try to live your experience. And like, if something clicks, it does. If not, then that's what it is. Sometimes I get that you like movies. I like movies too. And then what I ended up doing is started reviewing movies on a dumb podcast with somebody who I mostly tolerate. Bitch. That's mean. But yeah, like, I like movies. Like, I don't think I could ever make a movie, but like, I like to talk about movies and be like, I like that thing and what that happened. So I talk about it. Am I making money off of it? No. But I'm having fun doing that. And sometimes that's what you need to do. And then what I do to supplement that is I also write because I have that passion. I also don't make money off of that. But I have a job that I don't hate, and that is the balance. Yeah. Like, I'm able to live my means through a small menial job, but like, I don't hate it. It doesn't make me an angry person, and that balances the dumb things I do that don't make money. And that's, I guess, my purpose.
I also think there's kind of a fallacy with this concept of a lot of times the reason people ask this question. I'm pausing because there's a loud car
That was a loud one.
Yeah,
I heard it.
I was like,
I thought,
honey, Jesus.
I thought you like got disconnected or something, and like I was hearing your echo, like
no. No, I think there's a logical fallacy that happens a lot of times where people get told that if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's not fucking true.
Untrue. You'll learn to hate the thing you love.
Yeah, if you monetize the shit out of something that you love doing, you can very quickly lose your passion for it. And like we talked about this when the Olympics rolled around with what's her face? I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. Gamage?
Alyssa Liu.
Thank you. And she had to re-find her passion for figure skating because it had become this like monetized forced thing. And that's what's really hard about this conundrum of like, man, you don't have to have one thing. Like, you can be the jack of all trades that wants to do all these different things all the time, and that's okay. Like, that is a thing. Somebody that is willing to sit there and learn. Like, there's one line in this, I'm not reading it anymore, so I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but one of the lines in this is like, I'll try something even if I don't love it. And that inherently is something that a lot of people don't do. That could be your thing. That you just
Absolutely.
you're the person that's down to just try something at least once before passing any sort of judgment on whether you are permanently removing this or keeping it in your life.
Yeah, like you were saying that you enjoy movies, but like 9 out of 10 times, like you'll watch a movie of like somebody trying to find their purpose, and it turns out that trying to find themselves and like picking up all these little tiny skills was that. Like, I can't think of any movies off the top of my head. Secret Life of Walter Mitty, maybe, I don't know, but
it's
movies
about
where
the
people,
journey along the way.
Look at Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump fucking ran a shipping boat, shrimp boat. He went to Vietnam. He was a great soldier. He also ran for football. He ran across the United States. He did a lot of shit, a lot of like small things. Like sometimes you could just be that.
Yeah,
just do a lot of things and be at the end of the day be like, I really liked X. I think I should do X tomorrow. And also, don't try to monetize things. Don't be like, I really enjoy computers and trying to put them together and figuring them out in IT work. Because if you try to get into IT, you'll hate it and you'll hate other people.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. For some people, that's a fine way to find a career of the, like, I can find something that I want to, that I can tolerate. But at the end of the day, just do things because you love doing them. And if you're really hitting a point where you're like, I want to get better at this thing, I think a lot of people don't realize that motivation is not something that happens to you. It is something that you kind of have to force. Like, you need to have more determination before motivation ever shows up.
Yeah, and I mean, and with me, like, it's more than just a job that I don't hate. It's a job that I kind of have fun doing. Like, I don't think my work's important at all. But like, it's something that I do have fun with, and it's always new, and it's like every little bit is like a puzzle, and I have fun with it. And at the end of the day, I'm like, I kind of feel like I didn't work. Like, I just listened to Dungeon Crawler Carl, some music, and I watched The Avengers a couple times,
and I did a puzzle.
Yeah, and I did a lot of puzzles. I did a lot of puzzles today, and I put the puzzles in a box, and I gave the box out, and they went, good job. And then I got money. Like, that was the job.
Cool. Yeah. I honestly, I feel like that's really the name of the game, is find a job that is so blatantly tolerable that you're like, okay, cool. Like, I existed for a fragment of time doing this thing, and that is fine. Because that is so significantly more important than trying to adore what you do every single day. Because it's not going to happen.
No.
There's hard times and there's shitty times. Kimmage, you got more advice questions for us?
Maybe one more. There's a short one. That one's gonna expand this into some shit. All right. I accidentally told my wife that the spark has faded, and now I have no idea how to ask for forgiveness.
Oh, no.
I am talking about myself. So we've been together for 7 years. We've been together for 7 years. I'm 25. She's 26. We were watching a video discussing how love and romance are dying in the modern world. At that moment, I shared my opinion. It's natural that after years in a relationship, things become more familiar and the initial excitement fades. I didn't mean it as something negative, just as a fact. I think it's normal for the butterflies in the stomach to go away over time and for the relationship to evolve into something deeper. But she took it differently, as if I don't love her anymore and she no longer attracts me. She got extremely upset, had a meltdown, and now she's completely ignoring me. She told me that if I'm not satisfied, I can go where I'll be fulfilled. I don't understand why this upset her so much. I'm completely happy in our relationship. I love her and we have great sex. More often than other couples, almost every day. It's just that love for me has changed. It's deeper and more meaningful now. Without the constant obsession, she has become an essential part of my life. But she won't listen to me. She's ignored me completely. I don't know how to explain that I didn't mean anything bad or how to fix this. Well, you did it. You explained it. You said that the infatuation grows into like a fond bond, like a deeper thing. You explained it. And she wasn't having any of it. Maybe she kind of just needs to grow on her own. Maybe she just needs to get some time to go, no, I kind of get it. Like, she needs to wrap her mind around it. Like, maybe the words you're using is not working right.
Also, sometimes we as humans, because we are fallible, say stupid shit that gets taken the wrong way. And people just need time to come around to the fact that like what you said wasn't the way you meant to say it. And often the way to get to the point where they are willing to listen and understand you is to listen and understand why what you said hurt them in the first place.
Yeah.
So,
Start there.
obviously, like, I have no idea if you've done that already, but sitting down and understanding, because it feels like you haven't since the phrase, like, I have no idea why this upset her. It would be upsetting to hear, like, the spark is gone from our relationship is a very, very, very different sentiment than I love that our relationship has progressed from this, like, honeymoon obsession phase into this, like, deep feeling where, like, we have all these really good things and I feel like you're an essential part of my life now and not, like, a fleeting thing that I'm chasing after. Like, you feel permanent. And those are two completely different sentiments. And if you said it the first way and you meant the second way, shit happens, that's okay. But, like, you need to understand why she is upset with you before you can start explaining to her that, like, this is what I meant behind this. And that's going to take time. Because if you said it the first way, you done did fuck up a little bit.
Yeah, it does say, like, in the title, quote unquote, the spark has faded. But then, like, they go into this big thing about, like, they're inferring a lot of, like, their real meaning. And it's like, if you said that sounds fine. But, like, maybe that's not what you said.
Yeah, well,
and then it does end with, but she won't listen to me. Well, maybe you should listen to her. Like, maybe you should sit her down and be like, vent to me, tell me all of your issues. Wait for her to finish. And then, then do the I statements.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really about listening, because if the concept of, like, the spark has faded has such a negative connotation, and if you're saying, like, the spark has evolved into, like, a steady, warm, like, fire in our home, totally different vibe than being like, this is dead and I'm gonna go now. Which is what it sounds like maybe you said, and it perhaps is not what you meant.
This also might be the best time to open up if butt play is the next step in the relationship. If that doesn't work, you could have a kid. That also usually helps, I hear. And getting into a polycule. Polycules, I hear, are like medicine.
Kids
or something
help.
Like it.
Polyamory helps. Buying a boat helps. Thank you, fact checker. Buying really anything that's expensive. I had a friend of mine.
Don't tell her about it, too. It'll be a surprise. She'll love it.
Yes. Be like, I signed us up for all of this debt unbeknownst to you.
Unbeknownst
to you. And now it is here on your doorstep in the form of a boat. I had a big favorite. As a young person, a friend of mine, his parents would beef and his dad would fuck up a lot in a kind of abusive way. And so he would do things like, I bought a jacuzzi, I bought a Porsche. And it was like, oh, all right, so it's that level of fuck up today.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Somebody's having a midlife crisis.
Well, no, they're just like a violent alcoholic and with money. So then they just rebuy their wife's love or tolerance, really, not love.
Oh, it's for the spouse. Okay,
yes.
Well, that doesn't...
Yeah, no. It's like, I threw a glass at you, and then because you're crying now, I'm buying you a Porsche tomorrow.
Yeah. But also,
Solutions.
I mean, everything you said was right, but there's also the fact that I don't want to pull this card, and I hate that I'm doing it because, I got so annoyed when I was that age. But 25 and 26 is like, you can have a deeper feeling, but, like, it is also, you're still pretty young too.
Yeah. No, I gotta agree with you. If you had told me this at the time, when I was that age, I probably would have very quickly been like, no, I get what you mean, but, like, no, I feel really solid in this relationship and this feeling. And then it's like, no, dude, like, people change so much between 25 and 5 to 10 years later. It's phenomenally crazy.
Yeah, and I hate when people be like, you'll understand when you're older. Well, I am older and I don't understand, but, like, there are a lot of things where it's just like, you never stop learning. You never stop, and that's a thing that a lot of people need to get around, is because they kind of get stuck with one thing and just never kind of evolve as a person. But you never stop learning, so it's good to always try to keep learning and never settle on, like, oh, I know what I'm talking about now. Because at 25, you don't. I didn't. I still don't.
And
the people
honestly,
that told me that, like, you'll understand when you're older, they don't understand, and they still don't understand.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No one, honestly,
now I'm mad.
I feel like growing up, this is the projection, because I'm 30, so I'm not 60. I don't fucking know what the next 30 years holds. But there was definitely a period of time where it was like, I don't know shit. And then I'm going to be confident that I know shit, even though I don't know shit. And then I'm coming to terms with the fact that, like, I don't know a lot of shit, but I feel like I know shit. And then you hit, like, your late 20s, early 30s, and you're like, actually, I think becoming an adult is just the realization that you don't fucking know anything, like, ever, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, it's you just being like, the confidence that I had and that, like, I knew everything that was fucking going on, nope, none of that was real. And that's okay. I like
Rachel,
this silence.
what have you been listening to?
Gamage, have you heard of Meek? Meek?
That sounds really familiar, but nothing's coming up on my short-term memory.
She's a glam pop girly, is how she gets described. I think she's from the UK. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like yes. Could be right, could be wrong. Who's to say? I'm not gonna double check. But she put out a song recently. You know what? When was this?
I mean, glam pop is like, you had me at glam pop.
Oh no, you're gonna like it. I just want to know when it was released. January 30th, so actually earlier this year. But the song is called Fabulous, and essentially it's like, my life is falling apart, but I look fucking fabulous, and that is like all that I need to get through this shit, is that I like feel confident within myself. And it is a bop. It is great for when you're feeling kind of down and out, because it's like, my shit's fucked, but I look fucking fabulous, and that's
I have a
all
lot of
that
songs
I
that
need.
are. I have a lot of songs that are like that exact same thing. Renee Rapp has a song about that too. Again, to give the others at the top of my head, but Renee Rapp came to mind. The At Least I'm Hot, I think is what the song is called.
Yeah.
It's like same vibes, where it's just like, like, fuck, I'm depressed and shit, but at least I got, my swagger.
Yeah, basically. Also, I did look it up. She is, I think, French and British.
Dope.
But yeah, Fabulous by Meek is what I've been listening to this week, and it's a good bop, good pick-me-up. Highly recommend it. And it's glam pop, so, Gamage is gonna love it. I snapped.
God,
That's what that
I
sound was.
have so much glam pop.
I have all the glam pop I've been
have all the
collecting
glam
for
pop.
months.
I'm a
Storing
dragon,
it.
and my
was
horde of
about to
choice is
say
a
that.
glam pop.
Oh my god, I saw a great D&D meme the other day that was like the wizard of the party saying all the dragon treasure that we took it's like marked and basically traceable by the dragon. It has GPS for dragons. And then it was Paladin of the party who donated all of their treasure to charity. I have a phone call to make. I was like, that's so good.
I have to go.
I need to depart. I'll be back.
So I've been listening to Hot and Freddie, their album
Naturally.
Big Disgrace. It's so in all seriousness, I normally start my day by going to the Hot and Freddie page and opening Big Disgrace up and then pressing play. That's my normal day, every day. So a few weeks ago, I noticed a section at the bottom that says things other Hot and Freddie flans are listening to. I'm
Hot
thinking
and
of
Freddie
flans.
flans.
Yeah, hot flans in your area. But it's things that other Hot and Freddie fans are listening to. And I'm like, you got my curiosity. So I decided to venture down this rabbit hole. And a lot of them I already knew about. But I did find a bunch of like fantastic new artists. The Dare, which I recommended last week, was one of them. I really enjoyed The Dare.
Yeah.
There were also some that I've known about for years, but I just kind of forgot about for one reason or another. Ali X being on that list. You know who Ali X is, I'm sure. She has a song called Bitch. A lot of people have a song called Bitch. Isn't that weird? But I'm generally surprised that we, or at least I, haven't talked about Ali X on this podcast. Maybe I have, but here we are. I hadn't listened to her in a few years, so when I saw her recommended through Hot and Freddie, I went, I think it's time for like a full discography deep dive, and deep dive I dove. Very versatile sounds. It's my belief that Ali X has an album for everyone, and for me, it's Girl with No Face from 2024. Yo, I really wish I caught this album when it came out. It's a 10 out of 10 easily for me. It's very synthy, borderline experimental. It's poppy. There's some songs like John and Jonathan or Staying Power that are very early Depeche Mode.
Ooh, okay.
Kind of like I'm talking early Depeche Mode, not like, oh, it's kind of like Black Celebration. No, I'm talking like Speak and Spell. Or kind of like Depeche Mode mixed with Kraftwerk, which is like a German synth pop band from the 80s. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of great songs. There's a song about body dysmorphia, specifically breasts. It's called Off With Her Tits. It kind of jokes about wanting to cut them off. But it feels very real. I'm not a woman and I don't have tits. But I do love every song on here. They're very well written, and I just recommend pulling up the album and pressing play. My top favorite song is easily Truly Dreams. It's called Truly Dreams. It's very, very city pop and is like my top recommendation. I also recommend Slept on Me and Galena. They're very, very, very close behind. Fantastic. And that's Ali X, Girl With No Face.
Hell yeah. Good recommendation. I'm hyped to listen to it.
I'm excited for you. It's a good one.
Thank you, Gamage. Thank you for letting me share in this excitement.
I'm excited to listen to Meek.
You should be. I do actually think you'll enjoy that song a lot.
I actually thought you were saying another artist for a second. I'm like, oh, that was like my pick for like next week or something, but it was not, so we're fine.
Good. There's more glam pop to be shared then.
God, I love glam pop.
I do too.
Thank you for
it's
choosing.
We
have that podcast at home, and
I'm gonna cut Gamage off now.
Stoker's Dracula.
I will fucking. Are you ready for this shit? Bram Stoker's Dracula, the fucking voice.
Okay, I was murmuring words, and I was just saying random shit.
No,
you were
I'm
not
gonna
supposed
try
to
my
glean
best.
anything from it. And
I'm gonna try my best.
Rachel, we
to
gotta
do
finish
the
this.
voice of Van Helsing and Bram Stoker's Dracula, the audiobook, because it's so good and so awkward.
All right.
Thank you for listening. If you liked what you heard or you just fucking hate us, please like and subscribe on. This is kind of the bat from
Why is he Estonian?
Anastasia. Like and Madam Mina. He says this a lot. Like and subscribe on whatever your most favorite podcasting places. You want us to talk about thing? Email us at whtpah@gmail.com. It's whatpa@gmail.com.
Is this offensive?
Follow us on Instagram at We Have That Podcast at Home. Honestly, I sound like the bat from Anastasia, so I don't know.
Bartok, yeah.
Or WHTPAH on Blue Sky. That's what on Blue Sky.
Also a Don Bluth cartoon.
Next week, we'll be tackling the illustrious and the fine art of pop culture.
We are not doing Anastasia. I'm just going to throw that out there now.
If we do Anastasia, I'm just going to talk like the bat the whole time.
Yeah, no way. Maybe after a few other Don Bluth movies. I don't know if I want to do a Don Bluth movie. Let me say goodbye. I have been
You've really fallen off the Don Bluth
Gamage
train since Brave Little Toaster.
What? He didn't even do Brave Little Toaster.
All Dogs Go to Heaven. I've mixed it up. We talked
about wanting to do more Don Bluth movies. Shut up. I've been off brand.
I know, that's what I was saying. I've been off brand Rachel, and this has been We Have That Podcast at Home. 1 2